Today on Hi Now Daily, Hawaii Meals on Wheels is celebrating National Nutrition Month. They're here with a collection of nutritious recipes with our kupuna in mind. Plus, Hawaii Opera Theater's annual fundraising gala is weeks away. We've got the details on how you can support their education programs and productions.
Hey, how's it, Aloha gang? Coming up on Hi Now, we are live at Umi by Chef Vikram Garg. How this spot is paying homage to the ocean's harvest, not just by the concept of this restaurant, but by what Chef is putting on the menu. This and more right now on Hi Now Daily.
Aloha and welcome to Hi Now Daily. I'm Rachel Picaro, and right now we want to send things out to my co-host Kainoa Carlson, who is out in Waikiki. He is at Umi by Vikram Garg, and they've got some special things happening over there. What's happening, Kainoa?
Whew, yes, they do, Rachel. All right, so first of all, a lot of people are familiar with Chef Vikram Garg. He does a tremendous job with restaurants, the food, and the menu. But before we go inside, we want to tell everybody exactly where this place is located. So right behind me, you're going to see Halekulani, which many are familiar with. Halekulani, located right across the street, is Halepuna by Halekulani. And you just got to make sure you see this sign over here, Umi by Vikram Garg. We're gonna go ahead and take you guys inside. So again, this is right across the street from the Halekulani. Halepuna by Halekulani. Come inside with us. Now, as soon as you step into the hotel, you're actually gonna see the lobby over here on the right-hand side, and then that's gonna be your indicator that you're in the right spot, because when you come to the left is when you're gonna see Umi by Vikram Garg. It's right over here. Now, Chef is waiting for us inside. We're gonna talk a little bit about the inspiration for this restaurant and the concept as well. Come with me. How's it going, Chef?
Nice to see you.
Very good to see you, Chef. Chef's already got some cocktails over. Is this how all chefs greet people?
It's a welcome. You know, when you walk in the house, you need a little beverage.
Definitely.
Like
Chef, what do we have right here?
So we have a BG Negroni, which is like my signature Negroni out here. It's only one drink per guest per evening. That's all you can have, so it's pretty potent. The Mai Tai, of course, we celebrate the Hawaii. You know, we have our own Mai Tai, which is the original Mai Tai, and that's a pink lady, someone who does not want to drink any alcohol. We have a zero-based cocktail for that.
Oh, okay, there you go. I mean, because this one is the part where I'm going to go ahead and cheers to you.
I think I'm going non-alcoholic now. Cheers.
Cheers to you, Chef.
Cheers.
Oh, man, this is delicious. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's only one per evening, you know?
That makes sense. Chef, go ahead and tell us a little bit about Umi, this restaurant, and what inspired it.
So Umi means ocean in Japanese and mother in Arabic, right? So it was I've been here for 15 years, and when I wanted to open my own restaurant, I said, what celebrates Hawaii is the ocean. The connection of Hawaii is the ocean. When the Polynesian came in, they came through the ocean. So we're in the middle of an island, and what we wanted to really do was celebrate the island, the ocean around us. And as you know, the ocean doesn't need any passport. The fish don't need any passport. They travel through, so I can have a fish from anywhere in the world, right?
Absolutely.
That's the fundamental of the restaurant.
Now, a lot even went into the design and the concept of this restaurant as well, but we want to show you something really cool that guests can kind of experience when they get here as well, Chef. Right. So what is it? This is an augmented reality. I want you to take a look. We pulled out our cell phone over here. So you scan this, right, Chef?
Yeah.
It's going to open up your Instagram. Whoa, I don't want to show you guys my passcode. You know, it's secret. Okay. And then look at that. This is how did you create this, Chef?
So we worked with an artist, Taiji Terasaki, and he did this origami. This is a paper origami.
So cool.
Printed, and we have, if you look from this side, you see all the maguro or the tuna, and if you look from this side, you'll see the seaweed, sea ferns from this angle. So it's a three-dimensional, if you look at it, and it's hand folded. And one of the fish which we always have on the menu is tuna, ahi, or maguro, right, throughout the year. So that's what celebrating ahi and the ocean.
So that's so cool.
It's a little bit of a fun technology involved with the food.
Incredible.
And then again, as we said, that there's also we have the plates, which are ceramic plates, which are made with all the fruits and vegetables from Hawaii. If you see that, It's again celebrating the Aina, celebrating the culture and the people.
So then we can do that as well, right? So you can bust your phone out, scan that QR code.
And
Oh, there you are with all the ahi swimming by you.
So the QR code changes. You got to change the
Oh, there we
out
go.
of that and do it again.
We'll do that for the second hit.
Yeah. So it's got all that. These are all the vegetables and fruits what we use. You see mushrooms, tofu, okra, all of that is made by artists in the plate to display out there. And then going back into the center column, which
check
is
this out.
Mauka do Makai.
Okay.
So the grains you can see, the mountain. These are all the special species of flowers, birds, plants from Hawaii. They all have a meaning to it. So they look like little emojis, but it's a little, again, how do we bring that Hawaii into the space?
Absolutely, and I feel like everything that you guys have done in terms of the restaurant, curating the menu, everything is done with such a attention to detail and a lot of intention, it feels like.
Absolutely. I think my main objective of the restaurant is it's an experience. It's, you come to eat. We can go anywhere to eat, but to have a full experience and have a great, from feel ocean when it comes to art, the culture, the food, the vibe. So it has to be everything.
It's a beautiful restaurant. As soon as you step in, it has you feeling a certain type of way. And I'm very excited because coming up a little bit later, we're going to get an opportunity to try some of the unique offerings. But how would you describe the menu over here at Umi? What inspires the menu?
The menu is inspired by the ocean. We call it the ocean harvest. So whatever we can get from the ocean, whether it's from here, whether it's from Japan, whether it's from neighboring islands or neighboring countries, we bring it in and make sure it's the best of the best, what we focus. So seafood is the main focus. And with my travel around the globe over the last 37 years, you'll see a lot of global influence. And the latest influence, I have to confess, is last 15 years in Hawaii. This is the longest stay I've been in anywhere, right? Out of 15 years, I have been to Japan 45 times. And I love it so much that you'll see a little bit of the influence by default. It's subconsciously or even consciously a little bit here and there. You will see that.
Well, that makes sense. You go anywhere 45 times. It's not by accident, right?
Yeah.
Chef's enjoying. All right, so coming up a little bit later, we're going to get a chance to try some of this really unique Japanese seafood that Chef is curating over here on the menu. But for now, Rachel, we're going to send it back to you guys in the studio. More to come.
Thanks so much, Kaino. It looked like a beautiful space out there. I can't wait to see what kind of grinds you guys will be having a little later in the show. But right now, we are here in our High Now kitchen, and we've got Hawaii Meals on Wheels because they are celebrating National Nutrition Month. And here with me today is Dash, who is a registered dietitian. And you've got your own practice called A Dash of Nutrition. Yeah. And you're also a volunteer with Hawaii Meals on Wheels. And we've also got Michelle here. Thank you so much for joining me. We're gonna have a lot of fun today because you brought a couple of recipes. One of them is right here. You already got it on a low simmer. But first, let's talk about Hawaii Meals on Wheels, and let's start with you.
Sure. Well, at Hawaii Meals on Wheels, we serve over 719 meals daily to kupuna and disabled. And National Nutrition Month is very important to us because it's really the nation thinking about food as medicine. And what can we do in our own homes to create that for ourselves? And Dash has been a wonderful volunteer with us for over 10 years. She's written wonderful recipes and newsletters for all of our kupuna who are with us. She gives advice over our client bulletin, and she's just helped us significantly throughout these many years. So appreciate all of Dash's wonderful recipes.
Oh, thank you, Michelle.
All right, well, Dash, I heard you're quite a great cook. And today you put together something that maybe you've been advising our kupuna to kind of get in the kitchen and make some things that are a little healthier. You were telling me a lot of times when you talk to the kupuna, there are some challenges, and it's your way of kind of going around the challenges to find something that they can, in fact, eat, something that they can make, and while keeping everything so fun, right?
Yeah, that is quite the challenge. So today I made the mapo tofu, and I've made it a slightly healthier version. So it's gonna have a little less salt. So I use low sodium shoyu and low sodium chicken broth. And then I also substituted the traditional pork with ground turkey. So that way it's a little less fat and a little bit healthier that way too.
Very cool. So let's try to see what's going on with this. Are we gonna mix that up and get that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see, you already did the hard part. So it's actually just simmering nicely, warming up. And I'm gonna probably go ahead and start putting a little bit of rice on here. I don't know, is rice okay? Because I always probably put 2 scoops, but you're telling me today we'll go A little less.
We gotta go a little light.
Oh,
So a lot of times I hear like, we can't have rice because yeah, that's perfect.
Is that perfect?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so that's where we're gonna make it a little healthier. We go a little less on the rice. And what kind of rice are we using today?
This is a Japanese brown rice, so I recommend this because it comes out a lot softer than traditional brown rice. So for people who are kind of on the fence about brown rice, I think this is a great alternative.
Yes, I agree. I love the Japanese style brown rice. It gets a little fluffier and softer. But also, if you have some brown rice, I've found my trick is to soak it for as long as you can before cooking it. So soak it, let it plump up a bit, and then my brown rice always seems to turn out pretty good.
That's awesome.
Yeah? Okay, cool. And right now you added the mapo tofu right on the top?
Yep. So I put on cabbage on the side, so that just kind of helps give it a little bit more of that filler. So that way, you know, even though you're eating a little less rice, you have a little extra veggie there to kind of sop up all the good stuff.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's obviously piping hot, but I'm gonna try and sample this.
We gotta put some green onions on top.
We can make it even more pretty. There we go. And then how did you find Hawaii Meals on Wheels?
So I was a student at UH, and I was in one of my nutrition classes. They came and spoke and talked to us a lot about, you know, all the things that they do. So I started writing nutrition newsletters, and also I started delivering in the community as well.
Wow. And just being a part of Hawaii Meals on Wheels, how has that been for you personally?
It's been awesome. I really enjoyed driving and delivering meals because you really do develop a good connection with the kupuna. And so I think that was such a highlight to their day, so we always ended up having a blast.
Oh man, and if people wanted to support Hawaii Meals on Wheels, Michelle, can you tell everybody how they can do that?
Sure, and you know, we're always in need of volunteers, volunteers who can come and be a friendly face to our kupuna, whether it's even just once a year or every month. You know, any volunteer who wants to come and support our work, we're always welcome, and they would just go on our website at hmow.org.
Okay, so go ahead and check out the recipes because they're also listed on the website as well. This one is worth a try, so go ahead and check this out. This is the mapo tofu
Yes.
ground turkey recipe. Oh, and it's delicious. Even though it is low sodium, I'm still getting a lot of flavor in here. We'll be right back because they've got a second recipe and we're gonna find out what that one is. You're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back. So good, girl. Thank you for that.
Awesome.
this is Leslie, and she's amazing, obviously a big talent. And of course, we've got Malia Zononi here, and that's because Hawaii Opera Theater is having their annual gala that's coming up, and oh my goodness, that voice just blew me away.
Thank you. You want to try?
Try. Okay, let's try. No.
Come on. Or just go. Okay, me neither.
Is that good?
That was beautiful. Okay, you're gonna take my job. You can try.
Oh my gosh, okay. That's gonna be a little something that you're gonna be doing at the gala that's happening, right?
Yes,
okay.
Lots of different music will be happening at this gala.
Okay, so tell me about this gala. It is the biggest fundraiser of the year.
Yes, our annual gala is our largest marquee fundraising event for the Hawaii Opera Theater. It's on April 13th at Sheraton Waikiki, and it's going to be full of fun and excitement and singing, obviously, and dancing. So we're really happy about being able to be back and online with events.
Okay, well, let's talk a little bit about Hawaii Opera Theater and why it's so important to have this big gala, because it's supporting these wonderful programs.
Yes, so Hawaii Opera Theater's annual fundraising event, the gala, it supports our educational programs, which a lot of people don't realize Hawaii Opera Theater does. Leslie here is actually an instructor with the educational programs.
I'm lead teaching artist.
And they call you Auntie Pretty.
They do call me. I force
Of course
them to.
they do,
I force
right?
them to.
How can you not?
It's wonderful. These kids do not have music in their schools, and we bring in 3-month-long residency programs. We also go around and we do outreach operas, 45-minute-long operas for these schools. So by supporting the opera, you're supporting the Keiki Island.
Absolutely.
And we're talking about over 15,000 keiki annually who are benefiting from these programs. It's really close to my heart because one of the schools that they go to, Kilauea Elementary on Kauai, where I attended as a student and my mother was a teacher there, they go to that school and they support the programs and they support the children there. So it's really, really important when you think about the lack of support that some of the schools have in these areas, that the Opera Theater does that, and people like Leslie are there to do that. So our annual Opera Ball is the primary funding source for these programs, and so we encourage everyone to get involved, support the Opera Ball by either purchasing a ticket or a table or bidding on our silent auction.
Oh, and the silent auctions, I feel like there's gonna be a whole ton of things that you're gonna want, right? From trips to...
Yes, so you're gonna get the luxury trips, you're gonna get the dining certificates, you're gonna get the spa certificates, the jewelry. So all the exciting things that you expect to see in a silent auction, you're gonna see that. And maybe we'll even see like free lessons from Leslie or something, you know, for the right price.
Or a concert, which is
for a
priceless.
concert.
I love it. And then you were saying that if you can't make the event, you can still bid on the silent auction.
Yeah, so just visit the website, hawaiiopera.org, and you can check out what we've got on the silent auction as we near the date. Again, it's April 13th at Sheraton Waikiki. The beautiful Hawaii Ballroom is going to be transformed into a circus tent.
Yes,
the theme of the ball is Under the Big Top. And so think like circus, wild, over the top.
You
Leslie.
can wear whatever you want. Clown chic.
Yes, she just showed me her dress. It is going to be fabulous.
I'm excited for this because if anybody knows Malia, she is always dressed to the nines and always in theme when there is one. So I can't wait to see what you ladies are going to be wearing
girl.
and what you're going to be performing, of course. So go ahead and get those tickets on their website one more time.
hawaiioperatheater.org.
Hawaii. Sorry, one more time.
hawaiiopera.org.
hawaiiopera.org. Whoops. So perfect. And then, of course, that's going to be on the 13th of April
13th.
at the Sheraton Waikiki. Go get those tickets and go and support the keiki because, like we already talked about, a lot of times when programs are cut, it's always the performing, the arts, and that cannot happen because I feel like that's where we get our character.
Exactly, and our keiki in Hawaii are so talented, and so if we don't have these programs for them to realize their talent, then what are we doing?
All right,
you know?
Exactly. Well, what we're doing right now is you're gonna sing us to break because I don't know, she does it way better than me.
We're not just gonna have opera, we're gonna have some things that are a little bit more spicy, some songs like Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets, and little man, little Lola
All right, car enthusiasts, boat enthusiasts, listen up. We are with Alex Wang, the owner of CleanMax Auto Detailing, and this is a man who is changing the detail game here in Hawaii. We're in a brand new spot, so tell people about the location, man.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm the owner of CleanMax. Our new location in Ala Moana and the Kaka'ako area. I'm the Hawaii only IDA certified detailer, scale validity, and watercraft certified.
A lot of times people think you wash your car, you vacuum a car, but when it comes to detailing, it's a very intricate process.
Yes, actually a lot of people see detailing just car wash. Actually, just definitely not. Detailing is super complicated. Here's the CleanMax. We offer the service from optical ceramic coating and to pin correction. We also do the classic car pin restore and touch-up pin, boat detailing, and the auto detailing, interior detail.
Those are going to be mostly like swirl marks, scratches. It's going to be full day service. It's going to bring car to like 70 to 80 maximum perfection. We have 2 stages depending on what you need for your car. We have separate interior and exterior detailing packages. And then we also have different levels of ceramic coating and paint corrections. OptiCoat is different from other ceramic coating where it's silicone carbide rather than the other silicone dioxide. So it's going to go into the clear coat and it's actually going to be a permanent coating. So there's no need to reapply after like a certain amount of years.
First of all, this is a G-Wagon over here. Check this ride out. Okay, we're gonna apply the OptiCoat. So what does the OptiCoat do?
First thing is they're gonna have a UV protection. Your car never fading in the future. You can see a lot of the car, even a brand new car after a couple years, the paint gonna be fading. But once you apply the coating, no worry about it.
It stays.
Yes, and shiny all the time. Easy to maintain. It's super easy to wash.
This looks like a restoration project.
Yes, of course. This is like completely paint restoration. For the detailing, we'll not just wash, vacuum. This is a truly detailing right here. This is called paint correction, 2-step. When we do the paint correction, I'm literally like doctor, and the car is my patient. Average paint is between like 3.5 mils to 4.5 mils. But this one is extremely thin. When you're working on the paint, you're gonna extremely be careful.
Alex, what did you just do on this project?
Gonna remove the texture from the surface, make it completely flat, and then when you see, you're gonna feel like manufactured paint.
Replacing the whole top coat on this Mercedes right now.
So I did the dry sanding and the white sanding, and after I'm gonna do compounding and polishing, make the trunk like brand new.
We are located at 940 Queen Street, Suite B. You can give us a call or stop by to make an appointment. We're usually open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And you can give us a call at 808-800-6316.
Aloha and welcome back to Hainal Daily. Alaka'i Associates' mission is to be a guide for others in living a more activated life through health and wellness. And now I'm sitting down with Lani Almanza, the founder and CEO. How's it going?
Hi, I'm great, thank you. I'm thrilled to be here.
We're so happy to have you, and we're going to be talking a little bit about your wellness practice and what you do. So tell me a little bit about it.
So Alaka'i Associates was formed out of sort of my own journey, wellness journey, and the name Alaka'i meaning guide, and also a leader with integrity, which I really try to be, in helping people on their wellness journey, finding simple ways for self-care, lessons that I've learned over my lifetime, sometimes through challenges, but really coming to a place of wanting to spread that message to others.
Beautiful. And you wrote a book, and you're saying this has been years and years in the making.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the book and what's in it.
So it's both a memoir and a guidebook to self-care, wellness, spirituality. First two parts of it really talk about my journey and how I got to this point. And then the last section is about the lessons. So practices that people can employ that will bring that wellness into your daily habits.
And then how did you come up with Alaka'i Associates? I know it's a guide, but you had your own trials and tribulations, and it had led you to this point, now having your book. So if you could share a little bit about that.
Yeah, so years ago, about 18 years ago, my youngest son at the age of 19 was diagnosed with a brain tumor. And at the time I was finishing my master's degree at UH, and a professor said that a paper that I wrote about that journey, his cancer journey, would be the chapter of a book. And I thought, well, that's a really nice compliment, but maybe someday. But that seed was planted, and over the years has been cultivated in a number of ways that came to a point where it all needed to come together, and I found a great writing coach that helped me put that in the book.
Wow, so it's your journey. You're now sharing with other people to help them on their journey. So when people come in to see you, what is that like? How do you go about it?
So what I try to really look at the whole person. So we do an initial health assessment, and depends on where the person is at in their journey at this point, how intricate that assessment is. And from there, I help them determine what's the first small step they want to take, whether it's some of the practices that I have in the book, or whether it's nutritional supplements that I also promote. So we just sort of take those small steps, because I know for most people, taking a big step often leads to failure and disappointment. And so, yeah, they're showing the one lesson that I start with is breathe. The most important lesson.
Let's try it. Let's do it.
So it's something that first thing we come into our life with, and the last thing we leave with, is our breath, but we always don't pay attention to that. So intentional breathing, 3 deep breaths at any point in the day can just help ground you. So that's something that people can download from my website, just to remind them to breathe in and breathe out. So it really helps to breathe in and out both through your nose, which really gives more energy and power. So let's do 1, 2, 3, inhale. And exhale. And there's really a power to doing it 3 times in succession. There's actually a great book called 3 Deep Breaths that talks about that. First one is just sort of the cleansing and grounding. The second breath is the discovery of, how did that feel? And the third one is the possibility breath of what's next.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing your book, your time, and if people want to get their hands on a copy, or if they want to learn more about your practice, let me know.
Yeah, so alaka'iassociates.com is the website. The book is available on Amazon in Kindle, paperback, and hardcover.
Wow, okay, thank you so much for sitting down with me
Thank you for having me.
All right, and right now we want to send things out to Kainoa Carlson, who, you know Kainoa, right?
I know Kainoa from way back when.
Way back when. What's up, Kainoa?
Hey, what's up, ladies? Yes, first of all, thank you so much. We're out here live in Waikiki. Now, earlier we were talking a little bit about where Umi, the restaurant, is located by Chef Vigard. Now we found our way into the kitchen, Chef, and we're working with some premium seafood, yeah?
Yep. So we got some kampachi. This comes from Japan, Kagoshima. And we have already processed it here. And we have this diced here. It's a little dish which we serve in a restaurant. It's from Japan. The fish.
It's that fish kind of cubed up.
Yes.
That gets broken down. What'd you just add to it, Chef?
Fennel, pickled fennel, pickled jicama, candied lemon skin, and this is a vinaigrette which is made with sake and shishito pepper.
Oh, yum.
So it's a good influence of Japan we have here. We just give a quick mix to this.
Now the pepper in particular, is that super spicy? The shishito,
1 in 100. We got one there. I don't know how spicy is that.
Okay.
Right? It's if you get a good spicy one, it's good luck, you know.
Okay.
Like what do you get out of it? So we quickly mix it. It's like very simple, quickly cured, mixed up, and then we just put it on a plate.
Beautiful. So what inspired this one, Chef? I imagine, like, as a chef, when you're working with product like this, the fresh Japanese seafood, do you get inspired? You're already kind of thinking what you can come up with?
Yeah, so when you get a fish like, excuse me, when you get a fish like kampachi, which is that fresh, you don't want to mess with it too much. Just simply, cure it quickly like you see, give it a little bit of acidic flavor. This one is a little play off on what I would say like a ceviche / sashimi.
Whoa, sure. Okay, wait, what did you just add? What is that?
That's a tuile which is made with squid ink.
Squid ink. This looks like the most perfectly cooked, like crisp. Like if you're to flick, it would just yeah.
It will. It's very delicate. It's very delicate.
That's beautiful.
And this is the shishito peppers which are already smoked and cut up in pieces. And again, this is the one where you might be lucky if it's spicy. A little bit of fennel. We use the fennel base inside, and this is the fennel on top, right? Because go with it.
This is coming together so nice, Chef. And what is your philosophy? I mean, in terms, 37 years you've been at this, Chef. What's your philosophy for creating dishes like this?
I say
everything's so perfect.
The dish has to speak to the place and personality and to the ingredient. I think the main focus is what is the ingredient, what can I do with it, and how fresh is it? Yeah. Because we eat for our health first, and then so want to make sure that everything is seasonal, fresh, and it speaks to the place. So that's pretty much the dish what we have out there. It's hidden out there, but once you crack and eat it, you will see the fun with it.
Ooh, okay, I can't wait for that. What's the other dish we're going to work on?
The other dish we're doing is a risotto. It's the local beets. We pickle the beets. As you see, I'm doing a lot of pickling, like a namasu style, with the pickled beets here. Risotto, which I already finished off. This is what we are serving for our Japan festival for this week.
How does it come together like that, Chef?
So it's a risotto rice. We cook it. We have pickled beets here. We look at that. We put the pickled beets. They're already pickled. You want to try our piece?
Sure. Thank you. Okay. Beautiful.
You'll see pickled beets finished off, and then in the end, what we're going to do is finish it off.
Never seen it in a risotto rice before.
Yeah,
it's a risotto rice. What?
And then we have the gobo.
What's gobo?
Burdock.
Okay.
Yeah, the Japanese, they make kimpira with that. It's a little bit of a gobo cream on top of it. And we'll finish it off with the scallop from Hokkaido. It's actually, this is the one which we are serving right now for the Japan promotion.
Beautiful,
and,
Chef.
A few scallops on top.
It's kind of fascinating just watching you build this, Chef. It's the flavor just builds and it gets more gorgeous.
A little bit of a garnish on top to make it look pretty, and a dash of olive oil.
Oh, that is looking beautiful.
This is like a global experience of, of flavors in there.
All right, look at these pair of dishes over here. And don't forget, gang, this Japanese seafood promotion is going to be all wrapped up on March 22nd. Umi by Chef Vikram. This is one of the participating restaurants and locations that you guys got to come down and check it out. We're going to go to break, but coming up a little later in the show, we get to get a chance to grind, Chef.
Absolutely.
Stay with us on High Now. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Hi everyone and welcome to this Talk Story Fast Kind. I'm Maken Waduli here in Hale Talk Story, and I've been getting to know a lot more about Diamond Bakery, and there's these nostalgic memories that come into mind, and I decided to invite my friends Kainoa Carlson and Rachel Pukaro from Hi Now over at Diamond Bakery. Right? Don't you have those sweet memories of your childhood?
Yeah, one of my favorites. Gotta have it.
That's right. It's nostalgic. It brings back so many recipes, so I'm ready for grind.
I know. So we're gonna share with you guys our favorite thing to pair the Diamond Bakery soda cracker with. Kainoa, let's start with you. What you got?
Okay, I'm old school. Very nostalgic for me. Chicken noodle soup with the Diamond Bakery soda cracker. This was like the medicine of all medicines for local kids, I feel like.
Yeah, you gotta put the butter on the top, dip
Butter
them in.
on the top, but
Butter
this is just
and the
like,
soup?
this is
Okay.
like, Mom, I don't feel good, and then the soup comes with the iconic soda cracker. This is memories right here, memories.
What about you, Rach? What do you like?
I always do butter jelly. I love me some lilikoi, some guava, so anything butter and jelly, girl, right?
Yes.
Check it out.
Okay, so this is my secret. Our family does this. And I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is, but take a dip.
Oh, this is it.
Whoa!
I'm feeling condensed milk or something.
Yes, okay.
Whoa!
I know.
That's different.
Right.
That's
like
life-changing.
Tutu used to have this. It is life-changing, right?
Yeah.
It is absolutely delicious. Diamond Bakery started with 3 immigrants from Japan, and they wanted to perfect the perfect Hawaiian cracker.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. And of course, here in Hawaii, the classic. Everybody has cocoa soda cracker.
So many different ways to enjoy it.
This is the one.
Delicious. Cocoa cracker.
There you go. Cheers, friends.
Cheers.
Thank you. I hope this has brought up some nostalgic memories for all of you. You guys can visit Diamond Bakery. They have a new factory store in Kalihi.
Go check
visit
them out.
Ahui ho.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Now here's a look at what's coming up tomorrow.
Tune in to Hi Now Daily on March 19th for a special edition of Hi Now. It's the inaugural University of Hawaii Federal Credit Union Financial Fitness Test, the Go Bows Edition. 3 different duos of Wahine athletes from the University of Hawaii water polo, volleyball, and softball teams go head-to-head. From financial literacy to physical strength to eating Zippy's chili,
She likes it.
we put their skills to the test. Will Wahine water polo swim their way to victory? Or will Wahine softball strike out the competition? Or will the Wahine volleyball team complete the sweep? Tune into Hi Now on KGMB and K5 as we crown a champion.
That's gonna be a really fun one. Now, coming up on Wednesday, we've got another Foodland 5. A chef will be joining us in studio to cook live right here. And we're making a spicy pork bulgogi. I can't wait to sample that. It's gonna be so good. You're watching Hi Now Daily. We're gonna take a quick break, but we'll be right back.
All right, aloha and welcome back to High Now Daily. We're hanging out with Chef Vikram Garg over here at Umi, which is this beautiful restaurant that opened up. You're coming up on a 1-year anniversary, Chef. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So Halepuna by Halekulani, want to tell everybody out there as well, you get free valet parking when you come down here to the restaurant, right? Halekulani or Halepuna by Halekulani. You guys got to come down over here. It's spring break. This is a great date night for the parents to come out. We've got breakfast and dinner available, right?
Yes.
So, Chef, you recently got back from Japan. This was this incredible trip that you took with many Hawaii chefs through the Japanese Exchange Trade Organization, JETRO, to kind of learn about Japanese seafood. How was the trip?
It was fantastic. I'm ready to go for the next one.
What was maybe your biggest takeaway, biggest thing that you learned in your time there?
I think we do use a lot of Japanese seafood already, but it was experiencing it with the experts, I would say, and traveling with the experts. When I say experts, the chefs who understand. It was a lot of learning experience. You know, sometimes we know that we think we know everything, but you figure out there's more to learn about, the same thing that you already knew about. And a different perspective of food, different perspective of how the chefs think. All of us think differently in our cuisines and in our way of how we cook. And with 8 chefs, 9 chefs together in a room and trying out seeing the food, which is very rare, I would say. So great learning experience, got to see firsthand at all the fish auctions. And I think Jito did a fantastic job to put everything together and also taste good food and good sake.
Yeah, and now really kind of the big winners in this is all of us people back home here in Hawaii, because many of the chefs and participating locations are utilizing the Japanese seafood, right? Chef, what are we looking at over here?
So we have the Hokkaido scallops. That's like a namasu of Hokkaido scallop and cucumber with a dashi and a little wasabi tobiko in there. It's very refreshing, very fresh. It's a great Japanese influence with very thin sliced food. And then on this one we have the risotto, a little bright color with the risotto with pickled beets. Again, it's a namasu style. On top is the gobo cream and the Hokkaido scallops on there. So you got 2 dishes for scallops out there, right? I think you need some sake with that.
I agree. Now, Chef has a deep affinity for Japan, and it goes into not just the concept of the menu, but even in terms of, this collection that you have. Tell our guests about that.
So every time I travel to Japan, as I said, I've been there, few dozen times, and I collect different glassware. So these are all artisanal made sake glasses. So we offer our guests what they like to choose. So pick one which you like for your.
I'm gonna go ahead and take this one. But all of these are from Japan.
They're all from Japan. This is from Ehime. I picked up is the Fujisan, as you see Mount Fuji inside.
Oh wow!
And this is the Edo Kiriko. This is very sought after art from Japan. I'm going to pick up the Edo Kiriko. I love that.
And so that's kind of part of the guest experience as well, correct, Chef? If people come in, they order the side, they can kind of pick, right?
Yeah, and drinking the right spirit and the right beverage in the right glass is always fun. And it builds up the connection,
Oh man, this is so delicious, and I gotta go after this. This was the
that's the kampachi, the buri.
Okay.
Yeah, the buri it's with the hikama as you saw in the kitchen when we were making it. And on top is the squid egg chip.
Okay, look at that squid egg chip. It's all coming together. I'm gonna get a little bit of everything here. Thank you so much, Chef. And I want you to tell everybody out there, how do people get reservations, come down here to Umi and get a chance to experience all this? What's the best way?
So you can go to umibyvikramgarg.com for reservation, open table, or you can call us, definitely on a line. Our best is to go online, umibyvikramgarg.com, and it takes you straight to a reservation.
Gotcha, Chef. Such an honor to eat all of this amazing food. Make sure you go ahead and check it out. Again, the seafood promotion's wrapped up on the 22nd. Gotta get in before then. You're watching High Now. We'll be right back.
Cheers.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. We are here in the Hi Now kitchen and I'm back with Dash and Michelle of Hawaii Meals on Wheels. Ladies, thank you again for joining me today. We had the earlier recipe where we made mapo tofu with some turkey, ground turkey, and now you have your second recipe. Tell everybody what that is.
All right, so today I have the ginger poached chicken. So it's here, it's pulled apart, so it's very, very soft. So I poached it in hot liquid with ginger and scallions. So it infuses a lot of that flavor into the chicken and it gently cooks it so it doesn't get too tough. Once that's cooked, I use chicken thighs here because it does have a little bit more moist texture.
I go with the thighs every time too.
Yeah, it's a little softer. So then you can put that in an ice bath and then it cools it down and then you can just hand peel it. So it's really soft.
Sweet, so that's the shredded chicken. You use thighs, and then you also incorporated some veggies. So tell us about the veggies and then what you have in this front pan there.
Okay, so this would be the sauce that I'm gonna pour over. So in this, I have shoyu, vinegar, a little bit of sugar, and a little bit of oil, some sesame oil. So by pouring this, this is where all that good flavor comes.
That looks delicious, and it's hard to get phenomenal too. And it's hard to believe that this right here is extremely healthy, and that's what it's all about. Because it smells so flavorful, it looks so good, it is so healthy though, right?
Yes.
That's what it's all about, incorporating some really good ingredients and making it yummy for our kupuna, right?
Yeah. So I like it because it's high protein, so it's a great way to have a good protein with flavor.
And when you're dealing with the kupuna, you're a registered dietitian, and so that means you're helping them kind of create their meals and telling them what they can and can't eat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how is that working with them, and like what are their concerns?
Yeah. So I like to work with them because a lot of times they come to me and they're afraid to eat certain foods because maybe their doctor, family, friend, somebody said, oh no, you can't eat rice, for example, right? And then they're like, oh my God, I can't eat rice.
That would be
they freak out, right?
What do I do? What do I eat? I don't know. So it's nice to be able to help them out so that they are still happy while they're eating, right?
Yeah, because it all comes down to portion size. So, you know, it's finding that balance.
Okay, and of course I added the rice and I'm gonna mix this with this as well.
Yeah.
And then Michelle, I'm gonna talk to you about Hawaii Meals on Wheels, just talking about the work that you folks do in the community. If you can just remind everybody how special this organization is.
Well, yes, thank you for having us, Rachel. Well, Hawaii Meals on Wheels, we serve over 1,300 clients annually. And Dash is one of our sacred angels volunteers who's been volunteering with us for over 10 years to give nutrition advice through client bulletins and newsletters. At Hawaii Meals on Wheels, it's National Nutrition Month this month, and it's Food is Medicine. So a lot of this is really important to us to talk to kupuna and their families about how we can make these nutritious meals at home. And with that, you know, being able to serve so many kupuna throughout our 12 kitchens, you know, we work with hospitals and nursing homes, Palimomi, Straub, and they're making these types of meals for our kupuna, and we're so grateful to them.
I'm so grateful to you folks for joining me today on Hi Now Daily, and of course taking care of our kupuna day in, day out. So go ahead and support Hawaii Meals on Wheels. Head to their website as well, because they've got these nutritious recipes right there for everyone to enjoy. And I'm gonna try this as we end this show. Mahalo for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow.